What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today's Expanded Thursday, and today we are looking at a Landorus, I guess I was going to say Landorus, Lucario, Hawlucha, Crobat, but you could just call it a fighting bats deck. Now, before we start going over the deck, this is the list that Serena used to win a Expanded tournament over at Nationals when she did the Win a Beach tournament. She actually won the beach with this list, except she had two Shaman instead of the 1-1 split, and she was like, oh, you can play Level Ball for Jirachi. I just forgot about it. So she wanted me to cut a Shaman for a Jirachi so that way she can have the split there. And also, one more thing, tomorrow is Fan Friday, and if you have a deck suggestion, down below is the Facebook Team Fish Knuckles. Go there, leave a deck suggestion on the post that says, what deck should I play tomorrow? And whatever deck gets the most likes will win for Fan Friday, and I'll play the deck. It doesn't matter how crazy, how bad, if it's good, if it's, whatever deck you want to see, I will play it. But this is the Landorus Lucario deck, like I said before. So the main, I guess one of your attackers here, there's four main attackers here. You have Hawlucha, which has Flying Press, 60 damage, but it only affects EX Pokemon and nothing else. And you have Shining Spirit, which says damage from this Pokemon's attack isn't affected by weakness or resistance. One Landorus here, which has Hammerhead, does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and Lamb's Judgment 80, and you discard all fighting to do 70 more damage. Alright, and next up is Lucario. It has Missile Draft for 30, Corkscrew Smash 60, and you can draw. You have 6 cards, and Somersault Kick for 100. One Jirachi, which lets you search deck for a supporter card. One Shaman, which lets you draw. You have 6 cards in your hand. 4/3/3 Crobat line. The Zubat has Free Retreat as the ability. The Golbat can put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, and the Crobat can put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. And that's all the Pokemon in the deck. The main people you're going to attack here is, it depends on what deck. You could be using Hawlucha if it's heavy an EX deck, and if it's not a heavy EX deck, like you're playing against Raichu, you can use the Landorus. You can attack with Crobat if they're playing against a Psychic weak deck. If they're playing a Water deck, you can attack with Lucario, because Lucario is weak to Psychic, while Landorus is weak to Water. So it just kind of depends on what deck you're playing against, and you can pick the attacker there. So we have a 3 Level Ball here. Search your deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less, reveal it, and put it in your hand. And this can get the Jirachi, Hawlucha, Golbat, and Zubats. 2 Pokemon Communication. Reveal a Pokemon in your hand and put it on top of your deck. If you do, search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it in your hand. And this is cool because you have a Crobat. You get Pokemon Communication, the Crobat away for a Zubat. Or if you already had a Zubat, you can get a Golbat. One Professor Letter, and this is because you play Karina. Professor Letter says, search your deck for 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put in your hand, just to help set up. We play 1 Scoop Up Cyclone here, put 1 Pokemon on all cards attached to your hand. Now you notice there is no Super Scoop Ups, so your deck relies on Scoop Up Cyclone and AZ to reuse Crobats. And also, you can Scoop Up Cyclone a Jirachi or a Shaman if you need to reuse them for their abilities. For 2 Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards in your hand, search deck for Pokemon. 4 VS Secret to reuse supporter cards. 1 AZ, like I was talking about earlier. You put 1 Pokemon on all cards attached. Put 1 Pokemon into your hand, but you discard all cards attached to it. You don't get to keep them. So you have to discard all the cards, but you get to put the Pokemon in your hand. 2 colors here. Shuffle your hand to your deck, then draw a number of cards equal to a number of bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. 3 Karina. Search your deck for a fighting Pokemon and an item card. Reveal them and put in your hand. 1 Lysander, just so you can bring out a bench Pokemon. 2 in. Each player shuffles their hand to your deck into their deck and draw a prize card. Draw a card for each prize card remaining. There we go. 4 Juniper, discard your hand, draw 7. 2 Fighting Stadium, which does 20 more damage to defending Pokemon EX if you're attacking with a fighting Pokemon. 2 Silent Lab, which each basic Pokemon to play in each player's hand and each player's discard pile has no abilities. And this, you can use this later game when you already have when you're already set up with your Jirachi and Shaman. You can put the Silent Lab and shut down their Jirachi or Shamans, whatever you need to. And there's several other basic attackers you can shut down there. You can shut down a Sigilyph, a Suicune if you need to. So it's really good. Silent Lab's really good. 3 Muscle Band, you do 20 more damage to the active spot. 5 fighting and 20 more, and 4 special energies. 4 strong energies, there we go. Play 20 strong energies, that'd be crazy. But strong energy does 20 damage to the active Pokemon if this is a fighting Pokemon. So that's pretty good there. And overall, like, let's say you have a Hawlucha, you can do 60, and then 80, 100, 120, and then you can easily knock out a Shaman, which is why Hawlucha is so good here. But the deck is really consistent. There's a reason why Serena did win the Win a Beach tournament, and she won a Tropical Beach with it. But hopefully enjoy the deck, and let's see it in action. Alright, so we're playing against X0 here, playing a Water colorless Psychic deck. Alright, call heads like always. We get to go first. Very nice. So our turn, of course. Oh, we mulligan turn 1. So this turn, all depends what he plays here. We get the Zubat, we get a Karina, we can get any fighting Pokemon we want. Let's see, what does he have here? Alright, so Rayquaza and an Oshawott. I'm kind of questioning what we're playing against right now. We'll get a Hawlucha. Or we'll get a Landorus. Landorus can't be easily knocked out like the Hawlucha can. And here we'll get a Level Ball. So here we will, come on now, we'll Level Ball for another Zubats, put him down. Maybe Ultra Ball for another Zubat, so we can have 3 Zubats turn 1, which seems fine. Seems like a really play. So put another Zubat down. Ultra Ball, discarding, well, let's discard the Ultra Ball and Juniper. If we top deck another Pokemon, we can put it away. So here we get another Zubat. So you have 3 Zubats, turn 1, put them down, put down a Landorus, attach a Fighting Energy, retreat, and pass for a turn. And like I said, if we top deck a Pokemon, we get communication away for a Golbat and start putting damage down. Here we see a DC come down to the Rayquaza. Here we see a Bianca, so he gets to draw 1 card, I think. Alright. So not that exciting of a turn for my opponent. I'm still wondering what kind of deck we're playing against. Oh, there's a Palpitoad and an Energy Search. Okay. Hey, they will see a Mew come down. Alright. So is Mew there to copy the Emerald Break, I guess? They will see a Intensify Bar for 60. And we're just going to play Juniper here. Yep, that's some cards there. Alright, we get a Golbat, put on the active here, put down Hawlucha, put down Hawlucha. We can AZ up the Rayquaza, send up the Hawlucha, attach a Fighting Energy, and here we can Energy Press for 60, or Flying Press for 60. Sorry about that. And then next turn we can drop a Crobat and actually knock out the Rayquaza with a Flying Press. The next turn we can knock out the Rayquaza here unless he plays an AZ or something. But there goes a chance. So now he needs a Max Potion, a Super Scoop Up, or maybe his own Scoop Up Cyclone. And why does his eyeball look a lot bigger than his other eyeball? It's like... Oh, Hawlucha goes down. We see a Dragon Pulse for 100 there. Discard the top 3 cards of his deck. Alright, but we still have the potential to knock out this Rayquaza. There we get a Hawlucha. We'll drop back down the Landorus. He'll be okay. And we'll Juniper here. Okay, so we got it. We get the Muscle Band to Hawlucha, attach a Fighting Energy, Fighting Stadium. So right now we're doing 6, 8, 10. We're doing 100 already. So here we retreat to Hawlucha, and we'll Flying Press for 100. Now I didn't Level Ball for a Golbat because I don't know what he's going to send up. He could send up the Mew or the Keldeo. And I just want to save the Golbat because we don't play Super Scoop Ups, so you want to be, I guess, conservative with your placements of Golbats and Crobats. And no, me, I'll put on the wrong Pokemon to mess up. I guess I could have put on the Mew, Ultra Level Ball for a Golbat, bring up the Mew, and Lysander it for a knockout. But we still have that potential right now too. There comes Oshawott. There's the DC going out to the Mew. Let's see what else he's got here. Still kind of freaking me out with the eyeball. He's just looking at me like, I see your hand. He knows what's in my hand. He knows it's really good. Alright, so here we're Level Ball for the Golbat. Putting the Golbat down. Put 20 on the Mew. Here we'll drop the Crobat. Put 30 on the Keldeo. So that we can set up a knockout later. Put a Fighting Energy on the Hawlucha. Verse Seeker for the Lysander. Bringing up that Mew. So now we can knock it out this turn. So here's a Flying Press for a knockout. Take that Mew and take 2 prizes. Alright, so we're doing good here. Next turn, I don't think we might have the potential to knock out this Keldeo. Let me see a concession from my opponent. Alright, so we're playing against Artland, playing an all-metal deck. So I guess a Bronzong something. So heads, we get to go first here. Very nice. So let's see, what do we open up here? Oh, Shaybe start. But that's okay. We have Karina, we have Ultra Ball, so we see a Dialga and a Klink. So this is a Klink deck here, which I'm fine with. We have multiple Pokemon that are can hit the EX attackers. So here with Karina for a Hawlucha. We have 2 Hawlucha prized and a Landorus. So here we're Level Ball. play the Hawlucha, play the Level Ball to get a Zubat. Alright, put down the Zubat. Hero Ultra Ball, discarding the Silent Lab and Juniper. We will get another Zubat. Put that bad boy down. A touch of Fighting Energy, and I'm actually going to pass here. And just in case he does something fancy and he knocks out my Hawlucha, we can just scoop up the... Oh, we see an in there, so he kind of saves us either way. So our turn, we see a letter coming down. We get communicated away the Hawlucha for a Golbat. We got the Hawlucha coming down. We can actually save the Crobat here. I don't think Lucario is going to be really that useful. If he does play a heavy Cling line, Lucario, I don't know, it doesn't seem that good in this matchup. So here we'll communicate away the Crobat to get a Golbat. Put him down. 20 to the active. We'll Muscle Band this Hawlucha, and we'll just Juniper here. Alright, so we whiff an energy kinda, or we whiff an attack kinda. We'll put a Fighting Energy here, retreat to this Hawlucha, and here we'll Flying Press for 60. Oops, I forgot to attach a Muscle Band. That's okay, we can just attach a Muscle Band next turn and knock out the Dialga. And we can put a Strong Energy. Oh, there's an Aegislash coming down. And here we're seeing Colress getting 6 cards here. Now, does my opponent get a Clang down? If he doesn't, we can double Crobat knocking out. Oh, we see a Max Potion there. Okay, that changes a lot of things here. We'll still Ultra Ball, discarding the Karina and the Strong Energy. We'll get a Crobat. Crobat come down, 30 on the Clink. Strong Energy here, Muscle Band here, and we'll Juniper. We whiff the other Crobat to knock out the Clang, but here we'll just Flying Press for 680 for 80, and the next turn hopefully we can draw into a Fighting Stadium and knock out this Dialga. So it seems like we're in a really good position right now. Now we still have another Silent Lab in our deck to counter the Aegislash's Mighty Shield, so we're in good position. Here we see a Verse Seeker. I imagine this will get a Colress. So Colress for 7 there, very nice. It's like a Juniper, and a second Max Potion coming down, and energy going out to the Aegislash. All right. So our turn, oh, we see a switch coming out too, so we're going to see a Slash Blast here for 4, 6, 8. Alright. My opponent plays 2 Max Potions so far. I can't imagine him playing another one. I just can't see it. But it would not surprise me if he does. If that makes any sense. Alright, so we see an Ultra Ball here. I imagine this will get a Clang. Or maybe he's just going to give up the Clang. Nope, there goes the Clang. So coming down the Clang. And there we see an 80 knocking out the poor Hawlucha. And we'll set up Crobat here. So let's see our turn here. We get a Level Ball. We can search out the other Hawlucha is prized. But we get a Golbat here. Put the Golbat down. Now, question is 6, 8, 10, 12. I don't think the math really matters with Hawlucha. We'll put the 20 on the Clang here. What we really need here is we'll put the Fighting Energy here so we can Skill Dive the Clang if we miss a Silent Lab. So here we're Colress here. Yeah, we missed the what is it? The Silent Lab. So here I will just Skill Dive this bench Clang, knocking it out, taking our first prize here. So now we're tied in prizes. There's our Landers, so we can start using Landers, and we knocked out his Clang. Here we see a Floatstone coming down to the Dialga. Here we see a Verse Seeker getting in. Oh, we just got Landers in our hand though. Alright. That's okay. Here we see a Slash Blast for 100. So on our turn, we draw into the Lander. It's like a boss here. We'll get the the Press Letter. We'll just get one. It doesn't really matter. Put it down. Put down the Muscle Band. Here we'll Verse Seeker for a Colress. There it is. There's good old Colress. And we'll play the Colress here. So 3, 6, 6, 8, 10. Oh, we're off by 1. 6, 8, 10, 3, 6. Yeah, we're barely off here. So here we'll just retreat to this Landers. We'll save the Crobats for next turn. Put 50 and 30 there. Okay. Alright, we see another Metal Engine going out to this Aegislash. Now we can actually Crobat this Bronzor and the next turn and knock it out with the Hammerhead if he doesn't put down Mr. Mime here. And we're going to save the Silent Lab so when we knock out Hawlucha. Here we see a Lysander bringing up our Golbat there. That's not very nice of him. We'll send it the Crobat. It has free retreat. So on our turn, we'll drop the Crobat, put 30 on this Bronzor. I guess we will just retreat. Attach another Fighting Energy to this Landers, and here we'll Hammerhead, 50 and 30 here. Alright, so we're all tied in prizes, 4 to 4. We draw into another Zubat here. How many Golbats are down right now, though? One, two, three. That's all our Golbats here. Here we see another energy going down to the Aegislash. I think it plays 4-3-3. Alright, so let's see here. We see 140. Not knocking us out yet, so we're good shape right now. Now, what can we do here? We can... Okay, I gotta play here. We'll Karina. That's fine. We'll get the Scoop Up Cyclone. And I'll show you why. We'll Scoop Up Cyclone this Landorus, send up the Hawlucha, drop a Silent Lab, put the Landorus down, attach a Fighting Energy here, and actually Flying Press for the knockout, taking 2 prizes. That was a pretty cool turn there. My opponent has to send up this Dialga, which we can do damage to it because it doesn't have the Aegislash ability, and we have Silent Lab in play. So we see Cobalion, Bronzong coming out, 2 to 4 in prizes. Alright, here we see a Flowstone going out to the Cobalion. And imagine, okay, Metal Energy going out to the Dialga and a pass. Okay, so our turn. We're going to do 6, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10. Not enough for a knockout. So we'll put a strong energy here. Light Center of this Dialga. And here, we'll just Flying Press. We'll put down the Hawlucha first, just in case he answers here. So we'll Flying Press here for 80. And next turn, we can knock him out with the Lance Judgment and or Hammerhead. Or not a Hammerhead. Well, if he keeps an active spot, we can knock it out with the Hammerhead. So let's see, does he have a third Max Potion here? It's a big question. We see an energy going out to Cobalion. Now he could Energy Press here, which wouldn't knock us out. Here we see an end from my opponent. Oh, we get double Fighting Stadium. Here we see a Steel Shelter coming down, which is good for us. We actually have Hawlucha in the deck still, so we can search him out if we need to. Yeah, because we've only played, we played 2 Ultra Balls. Never mind. Here we see a Scramble Switch to the Cobalion. All right. And we see 80 damage there. So our turn, we'll send up this Crobat. Oh, we top deck Reverse Seeker a lot. 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's not a knockout. Oh, I missed. I went 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, it is. Fighting Stadium, Reverse Seeker, Lysander, bring up the Dialga, retreat, and we'll Hammerhead for the knockout. Put 30 damage on the Bronzong there. And, yeah, there we go. You can see why this deck's so strong. And even though we didn't play super scoop ups or anything, we still managed to take prizes. You just have to be careful where you put down the Golbats and Crobat and stuff like that. And you can see why Hawlucha is really strong. And the Silent Lab too. That was cool that we can actually do damage to the Aegislash with Silent Lab in play. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Once again, big shout out to Serena for giving me the list. And congrats on winning the Winter Beach tournament. But hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have subscribed, please subscribe. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye.